Hello everyone! So today we are going to be talking about a Web 2.0 tool called Myhistro. Myhistro is a wonderful website that allows you to create geo-historical interactive timelines that can include things like text, video, pictures, and so much more. So the website is very user-friendly, and to get started you will need to create or sign up for a free account. One of the many benefits is that the accounts are free, so that is a wonderful, wonderful plus. A precursor to getting started is obviously having the internet, but this is worthy of mentioning because it may bring about some variance regarding student access. This is one of the disadvantages of the tools, in that teachers are limited, or at least will have to become very creative with when and where they require students to use the technology. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. Let's see if it will. And once you log into the website, it drops you into a dashboard-like system. You've got a tab that says Home here, allows you to quickly create events and stories. Again, it's very user-friendly. Me is about you and your profile in Myhistro, and that's where we're going to spend most of our time. Friends is where you would link up with other people that are on the website that you may have gotten to know, you've connected with, and begin to collaborate on different types of projects. Explore will show you the 200 most popular stories and timelines, and then you've got 3D battles, which is a work in progress of a tab. But in short, it is a section that will eventually allow you to view 3D rendered versions of historical battles. We're not going to get too much into all of those things because there's some really awesome features that I want to be able to show you. Very basic, very easy to use again. And so we are going to spend most of our time right here in this Me section. So I've only created one story. So you see here it says My Stories. My name, Jasmine Stepp. And when I click on that, it's going to give me an outline of every event that is in that story. This is where you build your timeline. Okay, so this is also where you can share, and you can invite people right up here along the top to view your story or view your timeline. So teachers, this is one way that you can invite students to do that. I'm going to go ahead and click done, and it is going to go ahead and drop me into my story. Now notice across the top here, you've got your timeline, dates. You've also got a map here, which is really, really neat feature. You can change these little icons here, these tools. And then we've got a picture. That's my gang. We were out of town earlier today, so I took a picture of them. But I am going to scroll over here to the right, and this is where you do your editing. You can delete events, add additional events. You have authors. If you want someone to co-author with you, you can set that up. You can export this, but one of the other amazing features is that you can make this a quiz, which is wonderful, a wonderful tool for teachers, in that some of what teachers have asked for is a way to manage the content, a way to manage the paperwork, and to help grade. And Myhistro does that. So if I go ahead and say make a quiz here, it is going to give me some criteria. Add a new quiz. We can select which items we want to remove from the events on our timeline, such as titles, descriptions, pictures, dates, location, and that is what will build our quiz for us. We can name the quiz. We can give a description of it. We can also put recipients of the quiz right here, which is amazing because this is where you would insert your students. And then we can say there's a due date, maximum grade is 100, and this system will capture everything that we need to know and fill in. So in that way, it is a wonderful, wonderful instructor-friendly, pedagogical partnering tool that teachers and students can collaboratively use and partner in, as maybe a student will build the lesson to demonstrate to their classmates what they have learned. You can play this just like you can PowerPoint. Just a couple of disadvantages real quick. One of them is that in creating an account, there is a section that says at the bottom, please check this box to verify that you're old enough to participate on a social networking site in our country. In my opinion, this is a disadvantage because there is no real validity or security measures put in place wherein participants are able to verify their appropriate age. But with that being said, this can also work as a positive because sites like Facebook and Twitter and things like that have age restrictions on groups that are allowed to participate. And Myhistro, on the other hand, is a site that is a bit more subjective and less restrictive of those groups. And so this opens up the possibility of elementary and middle school underage students being able to partner. Now, because you cannot verify the type of people you have joining the group, sometimes anyone can create an account and even if for a small period of time expose others to questionable content. And so that is another downside. However, in this particular tool, I believe the benefits far outweigh the disadvantages. There are great ways for you to just get your creative juices flowing. For example, in this explore section, it's a great way to just get some ideas of how you want to build and collaborate things. You can, like I said, you can play the timeline similar to a PowerPoint presentation. And that's what that little play button is there for. Got to do quite a bit of scrolling. I apologize about that at all. But in a nutshell, this is Myhistro. I hope this tool has been helpful for you all. If you have any questions, feel free to chime in on the discussion board or get back with me. But this has been a wonderful, wonderful find, and I thank you all for your time, and I hope you have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.